Tavern's YouTube page. Today we're talking about Matthew Justice and how he needs to be signed with a major promotion. Before we get into that, make sure you guys click on the link in the description below, subscribe to the YouTube page, follow the link to our podcast page, rate, subscribe, and review the podcast, follow it to our Pro Wrestling Tee store, and also follow it to our Twitter and our Instagram. Click the bell up in the corner so you know when we're coming at you with more videos. But today we're going to be talking specifically about Matthew Justice and why he needs to be signed with a major promotion.
Yeah, Matthew Justice, he goes by Thrash Justice on Twitter and Instagram. He's a big indie guy right now. He was really blowing up on the indies the last few years, pre-pandemic. You know, everything's kind of quieted down, but he's getting back in the ring because the indie shows are starting to happen a little more. But this is a guy who I'm honestly blown away that AEW and NXT haven't went after this guy. And I'm even more blown away that the NWAs, Impacts, MLWs haven't signed this guy, because he has that star quality.
Yeah.
He has a look that he looks like he could be a top guy to me. His matches are insane. He's almost like a risk taker to a degree that's not even safe anymore. I've seen countless fans online come with tweets that say, "We love you, Matt. Please quit taking unprotected chair shots." So he's kind of known for just being a wild man. And I don't know if that's what's keeping him from these companies signing him. I don't know if he wants to sign with these companies. Maybe he likes traveling and being, you know, a nomad and just going company to company. But it blows my mind he's not signed. And I know at one point, I think in 2011, he signed a developmental deal with WWE.
Yeah, he had a couple of matches there, right?
Yeah, and he left. He quit. I think he asked to be released. He didn't like the situation, that they were maybe holding him back or wasn't letting him be who he wanted to be. So he left. The interesting thing about him, though, in recent years, okay, so back in 2019, at the end of June in 2019, he made a post on Instagram, and I'll go ahead and share this post. He made a post and it's him standing outside of Titan Towers in Stamford, Connecticut, and the captions just "woke up in Stamford." Okay, now maybe he just happened to be in Connecticut for an indie show, and he was like, "I'm gonna fuck with
my Instagram crowd,
with my Instagram crowd, and I'm gonna post this picture." And he's wearing the "Get the F Out" t-shirt.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's happening. This guy, he signed with WWE." Now that was over a year ago. That was in June of 2019. Okay. So we know Dynamite happened in October of 2019. That's when Dynamite kicked off.
Right.
So flash forward to February of 2020. This was actually February 17th. So just maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the pandemic started kicking off, Matt Justice shares on Twitter this time a picture that says "Interesting Mail Day at the Justice household." And there's 2 letters. One has that WWE logos, East Main Street, Stamford, Connecticut. And then the letter on top is I'm guessing is his shoot name, Matthew Hannon. And if you look up at the return address, it's All Elite Wrestling, Jacksonville, Florida.
Yep.
So to me, it looks like this guy's had it back in February, unless again, he's screwing with his fans. He had 2 offers or 2 pieces of mail from AEW and WWE. So it makes you think
I mean, it could happen.
Like, and I'm honestly really surprised. I'm so surprised that neither one of these companies have done anything with him that it makes me wonder, is there something as us fans, we don't know the ins and outs and how people are with business. Is this just his choice not to sign? Is there a reason companies don't want to sign him? Is he a guy who doesn't like to play ball, for lack of a better phrase?
Yeah.
I love his attitude. I think he's a guy that, he's a big, we're big fans of a lot of the bands he's into. He loves he loves Down and Pantera and all those bands that we grew up as kids loving and idolizing. So he has that edge. I mean, the Thrash Justice moniker on his social media accounts, his t-shirt I'm actually wearing right now. Like, that's a play on a Down album. So we're tailor-made to be huge fans of this guy. So
I'm all about him getting a push and seeing him make it to to a level where more people can hear about him. And I'd love to be able to sit down and talk to him about his career and things like that.
Oh yeah. He's someone I would love to get on the podcast for an interview. Just some of his matches, his stories. I'm sure he has an insane indie stories. I really just hope someone sees this guy and picks him up. I know they see him. I know they know.
Well, obviously they know. He has 2 letters there. One for, AEW wouldn't send you a letter.
Right. He's on the radar.
Yeah. I'd be interested to know what that name that was blacked out on the AEW.
Yeah, I would too. And the cool thing, this is just another little fanboy type thing, but his pants that he wears, not only is he into good heavy metal music, his pants that he wears is kind of a throwback to the pants that Kurt Russell wore in Escape from New York in that wrestling scene.
Yeah.
Like the silver snakeskin. So he's kind of created his own character, and he's got this kind of mythic cult following in the indies. And he would bring a fan base of his into whatever company he went into. So I hope we get to see Matt Justice on a major stage.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that also. And also, Matt Justice, if you're watching this, send us an email.
Yeah. Come to the tavern, sit down. We'll talk about good music and good wrestling.
Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll be back at you with more videos soon.